Interesting facts about the pine martens. The marten is an elusive, agile animal, resembling a domestic cat in size. For most European countries, it is a symbolic animal. The marten has long been considered a symbol of the fur trade and the wealth of the country. These animals have an interesting biology, and are closely related to human life. At night, the eyes of martens acquire a copper-red hue, therefore, in some states, the animal is called the forest devil. In general, this nickname is not unreasonable. The animal causes tenderness only in wild conditions. If a predator climbs into chicken coops, real hell begins there. Martens are the only representatives of the Mistelid family with semi-retractable claws. This allows them to lead an arboreal lifestyle, such as climbing or running on tree branches. These animals are omnivores. In summer and autumn, the proportion of fruits and berries in the diet can reach up to 40%. They also eat frogs, snails, hedgehogs, rodents, nuts, copper, even carrion. Part of the marten's food is prepared for the winter, hiding food in the hollows of trees. This animal is hard to tolerate captivity. Therefore, it is so rarely seen in zoos. Marten fur is considered one of the most expensive. This is explained by the fact that it is difficult to breed them in nurseries. They have to get animals on the hunt. Fur is valued for its beauty and hypoallergenicity. Because of their habit of seeking warm, dry places and chewing on soft materials, martens cause damage to soft plastic and rubber parts in cars and other parked vehicles, costing Central European countries millions of euros each year. Insurance companies were asked to make a clause, insurance against marten damage. Specialists are actively developing various ways to protect engines, from repellents to electronic repellers. In the Middle Ages, marten skins were the equivalent of money. In ancient Rus, there was such a monetary unit, kuna. Now the Croatian word kuna, marten, is the name of the modern Croatian currency. There are marten images on the coats of arms of various countries and regions. For example, the modern design of the coat of arms of Croatia shows a running marten. In Russia, these are the emblems of the Orenburg, Kurgan regions, the city of Ufa. Martens are territorial animals that mark their range with feces. They have a characteristic floral aroma due to the anal glands under the tail, which secrete a musky secret. Although martens are of great concern to farmers, they are an important element of the ecosystem. They lead a mostly semi-arboreal way of life and are divided into two genera, the marten genus and the weasel genus. Scientists have identified 8 species of martens: American sable, ilka, stone marten, pine marten, Nilgiri marten, sable, marten, Japanese marten. The most famous of them are the stone marten and the pine marten. The marten is found in the fauna of Europe, Asia, and North America. They are noticeably larger than ferrets. The weasel also has relatives in our forests: stoat, weasel, salong, black polecat. Timber marten, predatory mammal animal with long valuable fur from the marten family, and genus of martens is called pine marten. In another way, it is also called tseltadushka. The pine marten is elongated and graceful. Its valuable and beautiful fluffy tail has dimensions that are more than half the length of the body. The tail not only serves as an ornament of this beast, with its help the marten manages to maintain balance when jumping and while climbing trees. Its 4 short legs are characterized by the fact that their feet are covered with wool with the advent of winter cold, which helps the animal to easily move through snowdrifts and ice. These 4 paws have 5 toes, with curved claws. They can retract halfway. The muzzle of the marten is wide and elongated. The animal has a powerful jaw and mega-sharp teeth. The ears of the marten are triangular, relatively large in relation to the muzzle. From above they are rounded and with a yellow edging. The nose is pointed, black. The parameters of a predator are similar to those of a large cat. Body length 34 to 57 centimeters, tail length 17 to 29 centimeters. The pine marten, more than any other representatives of its kind, prefers to live and hunt in trees. She easily climbs their trunks. Her tail helps her cope with this. It serves as a rudder for the marten, and sometimes as a parachute, thanks to which the animal jumps down without any consequences. The entire forest zone of Eurasia is densely populated by representatives of this species. Forest martens live on a large territory. They are found in places ranging from Great Britain to western Siberia, the Caucasus and the Mediterranean islands, Corsica, Sicily, Sardinia, Iran, and Asia Minor. The animal prefers the nature of mixed and deciduous forests, less often conifers. Rarely martens sometimes settle high in mountain ranges, but only in those places where there are trees. The animal prefers places with trees with hollows. In the open area can go out solely to hunt. Rocky landscapes are not the right place for the marten, she avoids it. With the advent of twilight, the predator begins to hunt, and after it she seeks refuge in another place. But with the onset of severe frosts, her position in life may change somewhat. The marten sits in a shelter for a long time, eating pre-stored provisions. The pine marten tries to settle away from people. The main manifestation of sexual dimorphism in pine martens is that males of this species are approximately 30% larger than females in weight and size. Otherwise, there are no external differences between them. The main manifestation of sexual dimorphism in pine martens is that males of this species are approximately 30% larger than females in weight and size. Otherwise, there are no external differences between them. The tops of the trees are absolutely not afraid of the marten. She easily moves from one branch to another and can jump 4 meters. She also jumps on the ground. He swims skillfully, but rarely does it. It is a nimble and very fast animal. It can travel a long distance fairly quickly. Her sense of smell, sight and hearing are at the highest level, which helps a lot in hot. By nature, this is a funny and inquisitive animal. Martens communicate with each other by purring and growling, and sounds similar to chirping come from the kids. Very often, the predator catches the squirrel right in its own hollow, but if this does not happen, it hunts for it for a long time and persistently, jumping from branch to branch. She kills her prey with a single bite to the back of the head. The animal uses summer and autumn to replenish its body with vitamins. The most favorite delicacy of this helterdaka are blueberries and mountain ash. Dear friends, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you all.